Air Isaac welcomes all passengers on board on this T1000 flight to Chicago. Please listen carefully to this legislation instruction. Even if you are a frequent participant, as there is specifically for this meeting, all carry-on luggage should be safely stowed under or behind your seat. Preparing for kickoff, make sure your seat back is straight up and your tray table locked away. Click your seatbelt close and fit it closely around your hips. Seatbelts must be worn at all times when the doors close. When the seatbelt sign is turned off, you may submit a note with a proxy name to the secretary requesting permission to exit the room. The secretary will be taking minutes of this legislation and post a document on myasec.net. Return to your seat immediately once you get back to the room. No smoking is allowed on this flight in any part of the cabin, including the panel. All electronic equipment, including cell phones, electronic games, and computers, must be turned off now. They may interfere with the participants' concentration. When we reach the end of our legislation, computer may be used again. Cell phones must remain turned off until you're outside of the room. Right now, the crew is indicating the nearest emergency exit. Count the LCs from your seat to the exit. In an emergency, legislation subcommittee will guide you to the exit. If water is needed in an emergency, the water table will be available in the back of the room. Make sure you drink enough water first before assisting others. During our journey, there are basic rules Isaac United States requires you to follow. The conduct of the legislation consists of roll call, select chair or secretary, proxies, then proceed to voting with a choice of acclamation, count of votes, and secret ballot. There are 3 types of motions: 1-year motion, 2 years motion, and mandate. The 1 and 2 year motions will go away after the time period, and mandate requires the recipient to accept. Motions are discussed in the following order: proposer, seconder, speakers for, speaker against, and general discussion. In terms of voting, you need to raise your placard high and keep it there until 2 representatives to count your vote. The order of the voting is voting for, voting against, and abstention. Motions will be passed by simple majority unless it is a change in Constitution, which requires 2/3 of the majority. Point of order: when there is something wrong with the legislation procedure. Point of information: when you're requesting information to or from the proposer. For example, point of order from LC that proposed the motion. Point of information to whoever requests the motion. Waive means agree. Put: when discussion in motion, vote to end the discussion, then proceed immediately to voting. If put is rejected, you need to wait 20 minutes before you can submit another put. Remember, every member shall address him or herself solely to the chair, and the chairperson has the right to make a speaker list and close it according to his or her discretion. As we are about to take off, make sure your seat is fully upright and your seat back tray is stowed. Remember, the discussion happened beforehand in the legislation fair. Legislation is a decision-making forum to formalize what has been discussed and agreed. Sit back and enjoy your flight.